Well, good morning and happy Monday to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve and Gabriella Collins coming to you from gorgeous, cloudy San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I hope you guys are excited for another wonderful opportunity to be of value to other people in your life, starting this lovely Monday. One of the keys to always being positive, motivated, and fired up for this guy right here is that I see life through a different set of lenses. I guess you could say I pretty much have perpetual beer goggles, y'all, in that I see life as fun. Nothing in my life is happening to me. Everything in my life is happening for me. And there's no meaning to any situation except the meaning I attach to it. And I have a foundational book that I love that gives me the framework and the model and the language and the mindset that it should be, my Bible. And I use that as the framework for how I choose to approach life and interpret situations. There's no meaning to any situation except the meaning I attach to it. The meaning you attach to failure when you fail, the meaning you attach to it, the story you tell yourself about it, the feelings you allow yourself to embrace based on the thoughts you are thinking about your failure will determine whether or not you will become all you were created to become. Let me help you know why that is. Because failure received as a negative will cause you to feel negative. What? Isn't that shocking? Failure that you interpret as negative will cause you to feel negative, will cause you to show up negative. It is a negative energy of thought around your inability to appreciate where you are in the process of your development. You see, when you find failure fun until the job is done, well, that's one of the ways you can overcome. I look through the lenses of failure simply as a way that didn't work. It was a way that didn't work. I was attempting something and it didn't work. Okay, find another way. I was attempting something and it didn't work. Okay, find another way. John Maxwell says it this way: sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Zig Ziglar would say this way: anything worth doing is worth doing poorly, or maybe even failing, until you can do it well. Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly until you can do it well. So, have I failed spiritually? Oh my goodness, more times than I care to admit. Have I failed in my marriage? Oh man, if I had the ability to shut my mouth during a disagreement, I would feel like Leonardo DiCaprio on the Titanic. I'm the king of the world. It would be amazing. My mouth has gotten me into a lot of trouble, y'all, in my marriage. Have I failed as a father? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Can I get an amen, Gabriella?
Amen.
Have I failed in business over and over and over and over again? Have I failed in coaching over and over and over again? Have I failed as a son over and over and over again? Do you see? It's all of those funky, fanatical failures that I have processed as a fun learning experience that enabled me to push through and press through without losing heart and without becoming negative. It's like, okay, that didn't work. Fail. Okay, that didn't work. Fail. Okay, that didn't work. Fail. No problem. Failure is fun until you get the job done. And then once you get the job done, you are reaping the rewards of not quitting. You see, reinterpreting failure is what gives you that extra persevering power to walk through the process of learning to perform at a higher level than you currently are performing. Once you begin to reinterpret failure as fun, hey, that was cool. Man, now listen, I understand why you get negative, because failing sometimes sucks because you don't accomplish the goal. Failure sucks because it takes longer than you hoped. Failure sucks because you might have lost some money, lots of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars failing, millions failing, right here. You might have lost months of what could have been a passionately wonderful relationship that you guys are on edge in a marriage because of your failures, and yet anything worth doing is worth doing poorly until you can do it well. Let's listen to the words of Thomas Edison as I wrap up today. Many of you know Thomas Edison, who invented the light bulb, failed. It has been recorded over 10,000 times. And when he finally developed the light bulb he had been working on for so many years, and he was interviewed by, at that time, the newspaper, the reporter asked him plainly, how does it feel to have failed over 10,000 times? To which Thomas Edison replied, I didn't fail 10,000 times. I found 10,000 ways that didn't work. He didn't fail 10,000 times. He just found 10,000 ways that didn't work. Ladies and gentlemen, you haven't failed spiritually beyond control. You haven't failed in your relationships beyond control. You haven't failed in your parenting beyond repair. You haven't failed in your physical fitness beyond repair. No, you've just found maybe 10,000 ways it didn't work. And anything worth doing, is it worth having a great spiritual life? Is it worth having a great marriage? Is it worth being a great parent? Is it worth having a fit body? Is it worth having financial wealth that enables you to be a blessing to other people without having to be so focused on what's missing in your life, so that you can actually, for once, look outward and see how you might make a difference in other people's lives? Is it worth it for you to become all you were created to be, so that you can open the door of opportunity for the sweet souls who have been divinely connected to your life? I would say that it is worth it, ladies and gentlemen. Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly until you can do it well. My charge to you today, my friends, find failure fun until the job is done. I want y'all to say hi to somebody this morning. Look up in here. You know who this kid is right here? What's up, Mr. Maloof? How you doing today? He said he's blessed. You know why? Because he's blessed. And you know who that is? That's Julie Forbes, ladies and gentlemen. Julie Forbes. Julie Forbes, live on Facebook. Julie is the bomb. That girl knows everything about everything. I pray that you guys have a phenomenal day as you find failure fun until you get the job done. Have a great one.